Hi, I'm Daniel, and this SpongeBob video has been a long time coming. In 2020, Nickelodeon made a post about Pride Month and included SpongeBob there with other characters. It was controversial as people who hadn't even considered it before thought it was called gay only, and why wasn't Unial or someone else put there instead? No, SpongeBob is their biggest IP, but doesn't need to be in every post. About sexuality was already a point of interest earlier when Hillenburg responded to it. This video look at that situation and speculate over two characters. I will say now this video doesn't have an definitive answer because I don't know, but still want to address the situation. Wanted to wait until Pride Month to make this video. Not everybody this month will be related to it. Now this video might be taken out of context and criticized being like woke. Like the reverse my Animaniac reboot video. I know some people say it's a children's show, that's only because it's gay, but I hope that's a small amount. If you have something to say in the comment section, use a variation of I only cry for 20 minutes so I know you bothered to watch some of the video. Though most comments probably won't need that. Anyway.
Is something about SpongeBob that whispers gay.
A clip has context and is official. It's part of the Square Roots documentary, which is good and I recommend watching if you can find it. It's in the fate of Nickelodeon and discusses your part of SpongeBob history, including this. Also, don't expect much tips from the channel, I just used the intro section for the video. What happened is that your newspaper article started that claimed SpongeBob was gay. The reason was that it wasn't masculine enough. We couldn't tell this was done in a negative way for the most part. Knowing the gay aspect for a bit, it shows how gender stereotype existing of different male characters like SpongeBob. It was always more connected to main characters like Harvey Beaks and SpongeBob because most male protagonists are boring. Pointing out how he isn't stronger and masculine doesn't mean anything. It's also the episode Rockabye, Firefall. In that, SpongeBob and Patrick act like a married couple raising a baby cam, more like Rockabye. But they play into mother and father stereotypes of the mother doing all the housework and the father leave for the day and refusing to help. Also, they're not in a relationship, just raising the child together. Still, this episode made y'all people angry, which says y'all about the time. This got to a level that Hillenburg was asking about it, and he responded in a way which y'all people think was a confirmation that SpongeBob was asexual. However, that's not what the comment is actually saying. This is the same fandom that twisted him saying I don't see spin-offs to him despising the very idea of a spin-off show. Quote says almost asexual. I think they almost means he is using the term use here, not actually the sexuality. More so it won't be used in the series. He also mentions these characters as being almost asexual, which a lot of people missed how he's talking about all characters in the show. There's also a difference between aromantic and asexual, so even if SpongeBob was confirmed asexual, he can still be romantic. Although, they are often confused. I know it's extremely into sexual representation, but this isn't confirmed. I can't see where them headcanons are coming. Now there's no way to know what Hillenburg exactly meant, but I think he was trying to say nothing is intended when writing the characters. It's up to viewers' interpretations, and if people want to see SpongeBob gay, in a positive way at least, he's up for that headcanon. Only people who are wrong in this case are ones who say other interpretations are wrong. It sounds cliché, but it's true. After I address the 2005 situation, 2020 situation is weird. It's an obvious publicity stunt, but it's funny how angry it made some people. I don't see what reason there is to care about Nickelodeon's Twitter posting gay SpongeBob. I like the art in the poster, it definitely makes a good thumbnail. So, the post doesn't state sexuality for SpongeBob, and some people even used to go against Hillenburg hard. Nickelodeon shouldn't be praised for this, but it's not an issue. We've gone to speculation now. First, let's all agree to ignore Party. The episode never existed. Secondly, we're looking at possible characters. Patrick is common, but I don't see it at all. They are friends, so there's nothing there either way. Valentine's Day, where SpongeBob gives everyone a gift in a platonic way. This makes Patrick annoyed, but it makes sense when his best friend only gave him a handshake, supposedly, when everyone else got better gifts. There's also the Fry Cook games, but that's just it. So in this video, I'll look at the potential of Sandy and Squidward. First, the more obvious one.
Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool.
The original intention was for Sandy to be SpongeBob's love interest. This got changed as no one canon, but shows they had opposed to the idea and were open to this. Some of Sandy's early episodes, there were hints that the episode might have been changed to be more up for interpretation. Here the three of them could look like a date with Patrick being the best friend giving advice to stay confident and pinky up. However, it still might be able to jump to conclusions and could be a friend thing because for all people, SpongeBob was close to friends. That needs to be considered too. ripped pants about SpongeBob trying to impress Sandy, and in the song, some lines say no girl ever wants to dance, and don't miss your chance sound like it. Yari could be seen as competition. I hate that term, but the show subverts this by making Yari a nice person and not a boy jock. Hint to me in season 1, get yes and yes each season. I think removing this element was a good call. In a young running episodic show, a romance that isn't a relationship won't work. They are better as friends, and I think if Sandy was your interest, she wouldn't have invoked as much personality traits. Still some moments however. In my previous SpongeBob video, I brought up a SpongeBob Running season 1 yike. This almost had a moment of SpongeBob and Sandy. I think they haven't dropped the idea completely, but they won't make it follow into the show. Something weird is that Sandy has never had a love interest out of 500 stories. Every other main character has, including Gary, so I think it's unspoken rule. It's not my favourite ship, but there's enough there to be seen that way. There's a lot more for this, but it's like you first something else.
Bye, Squidward. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward.
You said bye, Squidward, twice.
I like Squidward.
This is hard to explain because Squidward pretends to hate SpongeBob because he's annoying. Some episodes in middle season are true, but let's ignore and look at the good episodes, where it's clear that he cares about SpongeBob, even ignoring romance from it. Like the final moment of Peter Yiffy where he stands up for SpongeBob. I don't exactly think it's one of the best episodes like most people do, but that's a great end. It's a yacht later on, but also Hey Old Bikini Bottom has the song Never Give Up. There's not even a stretch to say it sounds like a romantic duet. Seriously, that song's very underrated. It's a trope in many episodes to reveal that Squidward likes SpongeBob. Graveyard Shifty admits that he always kind of liked him. It's at least platonic both ways. Tsundere is a word used when someone pretends to say someone has high feelings. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's not off the table for Squidward. Now from SpongeBob's perspective, he has a happy and friendly attitude to everyone, but more for Squidward. He considers him one of his best friends and is constantly trying to defend him. It's mainly the one line I played earlier from 20,000 Patties Under the Sea. He says I like Squidward, and while it might be platonic, the reason that differentiates Squidward from crabs. I wonder what the writers intended from this scene. Sandy has more brought up, but I prefer the dynamic and almost ship it, but it's not there. I probably would in a storytelling show with these characters, like the SpongeBob fan-made anime by Namak. It's available on YouTube, and I've been wanting to bring up for a while, because it's way better than it should be. It's currently only one episode and some intros. Squidward isn't annoyed by SpongeBob's attitude, but how he's overshadowed and needs saving from SpongeBob. The show introduces a young triangle of Sandy that hasn't been in the show yet, but looks dramatic. I wish episodes could release faster. Back to the actual show, I like this more as a parallel, but can't stay to the ship. In conclusion, this isn't a serious video where I decide, just my thoughts because my channel. For my SpongeBob videos, I will go back to episode 96 like I did twice, but first I made this video. It's 2 months in a row I started with a SpongeBob video, one for the anniversary and this for Pride Month. I made a special video, but that's the only main one. Some of the videos this month still might kind of fit. This video was a lot more discussion than review, but I hope you liked it. If you're a new viewer, hello, I have other SpongeBob videos, quite a lot actually. Also, goodbye to any homophobes who unsubscribed. This is assuming you watch this file before leaving a comment. Comment here, comment, this video might change it. The end.